Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're doing another requested game. This time around it is Temco's Deception Invitation to Darkness, also known as Devil's Deception in Europe, because strangely enough I do actually have a physical copy of this game, even though I've never played this game before, which I managed to pick up in a charity shop, or I guess it would be the same equivalent as Goodwill, for about $5. So, what a steal, right? So yeah, I've played one of the Deception games before. I've played, I think, 4 Blood Ties, and yeah, I liked the concept of it. The concept was really cool. And if they decided to, which it's possible because it's again still Temco Koei, and considering that they did like re-release the most recent Fatal Frame game for whatever reason, I still don't really understand what was going on with that. If I'm honest with you, mainly because mainly because like, why would you release the most recent Fatal Frame game if you have never played any of the other Fatal Frame games? Like, wouldn't it make more sense to do a Fatal Frame like HD collection, including like the first 3 games, and then do, or at least announce that you're going to be doing that afterwards, and then do like the Wii game released in English officially for the first time ever? I don't know. Very strange. It's funny how they do like a Ninja Gaiden Stigma like HD more master collection, but not a Fatal Frame master collection. It's just strange. So there is a chance, I believe. Excuse me. Yeah, dear. There is a chance, I believe, someone in the future, seeing as it's Temku Koei, and they brought Warriors Orochi 3 to PC recently as a definitive edition. I was like, oh wow, okay, because that was a piece of my childhood back in the day. Did play a lot of Warriors Orochi 3. Um, would have probably been a BioClassics, but I don't think it works on the RPCS 3. I'm not willing to. I don't actually own the copy of the game anymore. So, um, but yeah, if they're willing to bring something like that, I think there's a good chance that at some point maybe they might bring Deception 4 and the Nightmare Princess, Blood Ties and the Nightmare Princess to PC at some point. So if they do come to PC, I'd be definitely willing to give them a proper go. But anyway, in case you were wondering, this game was requested. I'm actually going to be looking at quite a few Deception games, because I thought it'd be quite interesting to have a look at them, seeing as I've only played the one, and it was requested by BioPhoenix, fellow Bio brother. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at some Deception games. I'm planning currently to do 4. I may do 5, but they're going to be coming out obviously here and there. Not in one go like I've done, in the past. So. But yeah, this Deception game, the very first one, came out in July 1996 in the West, and it was developed and published by Temco. So yeah, let's dive into the game. Apparently, so BioPhoenix also said that I might have a bit of issue with the first game because the way it starts is a bit weird. So we'll just have to see how we get on, really. Okay, so input. Oh, I like this. I like the old lightning coming down to like laser ingrain it onto the stone slab. That's cool. Yes. Bio enters the castle of the damned. I like how the loading screen has this like demon on it. Like, okay then. Don't know who this demon. Who is this demon? Who is this? Is this Frank? Frank the demon. This is who this is. I'm just going to give him the name Frank. Never probably going to see him, but he's just going to be Frank. Why not? It's Frank the demon. He looks like he's got about 4 arms. So, oh no, he's the Prince of Zemica. I'm guessing that's who that is. The Prince of Zemica. Oh, okay.
His Majesty awaits you in his chamber.
Oh, does he? Okay then. I don't know. It doesn't look like him. Oh God, who's this?
How are you, sir? You must be tired from your travels. Ah, but you probably don't care now that your love is here.
What am I? Okay, come closer. Okay, then that's not the demon. So am I playing as a female character? I'm guessing. I'm guessing I'm the queen or princess or something along those lines. I don't know. How was your visit to Angelio and Princess Fianna? She's well, I trust. I can say yes or no here. No, she's not well. She must be tired. It will take her some time to adjust to her new life here in Zemika. Leave her to rest. So am I playing as a princess? Okay, that's what I'm guessing. I'm playing as a princess. We have some serious matters to discuss. This concerns you and the future of our country. I am overjoyed about your engagement to Princess Fianna. Okay, well maybe I'm the prince. I'm the prince of okay, I'm his son, I'm guessing. Okay. The whole country is buzzing about the upcoming wedding. The vitality of the younger generation is surging. Okay. I think it's high time I step down as king.
What?
Oh, what? What? Oh, he died. Okay then. Son, I think it's about time I retired. Ugh! And just dies. Or is that? Are we being attacked? Prince Urius. Oh god. Oh no. Second prince. Oh, of course, it's one of those plot lines, isn't it, where the second prince wants to be the king. What have you done? That's your sword. How could you kill your own father? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. For the assassination of the king. What do you mean, the assassination of the king? Oh, I see. So it's just complete betrayal all round. The sword literally just teleported above him and killed him. Framed by his brother, the prince has been accused of murdering his father. A crowd cheers as he is led to the gallows. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? They're all in cahoots to kill the first prince, even though he had clearly nothing to do with it. The sword literally teleported out of nowhere. Okay then.
For the murder of the king and conspiracy against the people, what punishment does he deserve?
Yesterday they all loved and admired me, but today they want my head. Why won't anyone believe me? I hate these fickle people. I loathe the vile fiend who framed me. I detest everything in this world. If only I had some kind of power. Good, evil, I don't care. I need something, anything. Someone help me. Suddenly, a flash of light filled the sky. I think the text scrolls a little bit too quickly. Lightning is striking the prince. The Almighty must be angry. It's very clearly the second prince, the brother, has fucking. It's very clearly he's betrayed him. 100% set all this up, orchestrated this. Very clear.
Ha ha ha! This is Almighty's punishment. His crimes are too great and unforgivable. I should be the next king, not him.
I don't think that's how. Yeah, well, that's clearly what you're trying to do.
Son of darkness, the one who seeks the power, wake now.
I can't do that voice. Oh, it's a woman anyway. Okay.
I serve the Lord of Darkness. You are now in the forest of confusion. The power of the demon brought you here. You want a power to destroy anyone, don't you? Go to the castle of the damned to make a deal with the devil and become the new head of the castle.
Okay. Chapter 1, The Master. So it's a typical betrayal story. Yeah, typical betrayal story. It's, in all fairness, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's been around for a long time. I think in 1996, yeah, no, there's a few Final Fantasy games that had kind of, or maybe it wasn't Final Fantasy, but no, I played a few RPGs. I'm pretty sure that were on the SNES that had that kind of plot line. How long has it been? A voice enters my head. Son of darkness, if you seek power, make a covenant with me and resurrect and aid my resurrection. A door to the voice opens. I like to do these like little voices for all these like characters and that, but it's quite hard to do it when the text scrolls that quickly. It's just kind of annoying because I've got to read it and like it's not like translate it in my head, but you know what I mean. You got to read it, then obviously enunciate it and say it out loud. And I read pretty quickly, subtitles and all that. So, but I've been watching anime, since I was a kid, but When you scroll, it's like, imagine if like someone says something on the screen. Let's say you're watching an anime. Something is said, right, on the screen, but the subtitles appear for like for like half a second and then disappear off the screen. But the character's still talking. It's like you'd think, how the hell am I supposed to read that? It's exactly the same issue. So why have the text scroll so quickly? Okay, so what the hell is this? Okay. So, pan. Am I paying? What am I playing here? Kingsfield? What is this? What is this? Is this Kingsfield? The problem is that that is very clearly a guard at the door there, and obviously he doesn't know I'm here. So I'm like, where's the attack button? I'm not seeing an attack button. So I press circle and the HP thing kind of goes, and the triangle brings up the map. I have a feeling I'm gonna have an issue with this game. Okay, let's go and see the guard. Who is it? Soldier. You're new to this castle, aren't you? I bet you're here to obtain the power hidden here. The power of darkness. Okay. If I walk up on you. Afraid there is no chance of you to get it. Because I'll get it. Okay. I can just go in here as well, you know. What are you doing? Oh god. Well, he just got... I like how he just like faded away. Oh dear. Hello?
Well, I see another visitor over there. I'll take good care of you.
Watch out. Come with me in this room. Oh god! Oh! Get in here! Where is he? Oh, he's following me. Let me in! Let me in! Ah! Oh god, do not have me running away with these terrible controls. I'm sorry, they're terrible. They're tank controls. Horrendous.
Are you okay? He is Aldebaran. He attacks visitors. One of my friends was killed by him. 2. I'm here to avenge his death. Don't know why you're here, but I wish you luck. Bye.
What? Okay. Okay. This is nothing like what Deception 4. What happened? I'd be very curious. I'd be very interested for you to give me like the lowdown, BioPhoenix, on the Deception games, because this is very. I guess it kind of reminds me a little bit like Drakengard, in the terms of like I played the 4th game and now I'm playing this and I'm like, wow, this is very different. This is like playing like a Kingsfield kind of game, in a way, kind of. So it's a little bit strange, playing this. Whereas Deception 4 is all about these traps and whatnot. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that had anything to do with this game. Guess that dude isn't around anymore. Well, let's just make a run for it. Ah. There be a dude here. Sign hangs on the door.
I'm a merchant who sells to visitors. You must be seeking power too. Did you check the 2nd floor yet? Open the door on the left side of the entrance room. The key is in the large den. Good luck. In case you get injured, I'll be glad to sell you some herbs.
Oh, okay. This is a really weird experience. Just being honest. Little bit strange. Am I locked in here now? So I can buy. What have I got? I've got 10,000 gold. Just buy a couple of those. 2 antidotes. Monster releaser. Gain 500 MP for those. All of those. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to buy. It is locked. So am I just stuck in here now? What? Okay, can someone explain to me what the hell's happening now? Am I just stuck in here? Well, the door is locked. And he's just doing circles of the room. Oh, no, there's another door. That's apparently a door. Even though it looks nothing like a door. But it is also locked. I'm so confused. Stomp. Rank C. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what happened there? What? What was that about? I have no clue what happened there, by the way. Not a clue what happened there. I just pressed random buttons. He said the door to the left means I don't want to be going through that one. I want to be going through that door, right? It is locked. Right, so I can't go through that door. I guess this one. Yeah, this is just like a. Oh, that's locked as well. Fantastic. Let's just leave then. Can we leave? Of course not. So, what's the deal? I'm so confused right now. I'm sorry, BioPhoenix. This just really confuses me. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Okay, so that door is locked. That door at the bottom right is locked. That leads to nowhere. This top right door leads to nowhere. And then I end up getting locked within a room there. Was those red things supposed to be something? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like teleporters or something? But I have no... But I was just button mashing. I literally was button mashing. So here we are back in here again. Okay. That took away some of my health. That was nice. Oh, am I supposed to... What the hell even... Am I supposed to try and capture him? Is that what I'm supposed to do? This game is weird as hell. This is definitely a weird experience. You look lost. Go in the large den. It's funny. Traps in the correct order. Deal with the traps. Activate. Have a person like... Right. Oh, well, I'm gonna die. That's good. Nice. Going to kill me? What's the deal with this? Alright, just puts me out here. So that's what the sign on the door is meant to do. It's meant to tell you what order the use of traps in. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said, maybe you'll be able to clear up a few things about this game, BioPhoenix. I don't know. I don't like this. I really don't. It's just the tank controls are not great. I guess the traps are meant to be used in a different way. So, according to the way I'm looking here, is I'm supposed to use the stomp trap, then the metal ball, and then jump in the cage. Okay, well that's the case. No. It's going to teleport back. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Right. Let me in the bloody room again. I want to at least do this stupid puzzle. Alright, so stand in the middle here, turn, look at the stomp. Do that. So there's the stomp. There's the metal ball. And the copper cage. And now the door will open. Like bloody magic. Look, we've managed to get out. Probably going to die. Oh, fantastic. It's locked. Of course it bloody is. Fantastic. We managed to get into prison. There is an item. Okay, so we've managed to find the skull key. Okay. And there's coffins here. You kind of half expect something's going to come out of it. All right. I'm sorry, but I really do not like this game. I really don't. I don't like the controls. I don't like the way it plays. You know, the story doesn't seem to be particularly interesting because, again, it's just something. It's playing similar notes I've seen in other stories. I don't know. Maybe it has like a really crazy like twist that makes it enjoyable, but I don't know. I just preferred like when I was playing Deception 4 on the PS, obviously on the RPCS3. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty decent. I actually kind of like the concept of this. You're a witch and you live in this castle and you get these like intruders come into the castle to try and defeat you all the time, and you've got to basically set up these traps to lead them into the traps to defeat them or kill them or whatever you want. I thought that was really cool gameplay. I've never seen it before. But this is like the gameplay kind of makes me think of Kingsfield. And I guess all these older games, it generally speaking is like, oh, you should read the manual. If you read the manual, you know, like, I'm sorry, but I always have to point out that if you had a manual to a game when you were a kid, you were lucky. You were fucking lucky. You were incredibly lucky. Every game I had as a kid was a pre-owned game. And let's say I had 10 games, 9 out of those 10 games, I've made this argument before, 9 out of those 10 games didn't come with a manual. They just had the jewel case and the game. That's all they had. So throughout my childhood, I never read the manuals to games because I didn't have the manuals to games. When I had my N60, all of my N64 games are unboxed, just the cartridge. You telling me when you're a kid with like, even if we go back to like the NES and SNES era, you telling me your parents bought you boxed games? If they did, your family was rich, realistically speaking. Most people got them as just the cartridges. And if you go, well, manuals. I always find it such a stupid and pathetic argument when people say, why don't you read the manual? Well, if you read the manual, because reading the manual is just going against my nature, because when I was a kid, never had them. There's only a handful of games I had as a kid that had the manuals. And if I try and remember, like, okay, so I had Crash Bandicoot 1 to 3, for example, when I was a kid. All 3 of them didn't have manuals. Spyro the Dragon, I had all 3 Spyro the Dragons when I was a kid. None of them had manuals. I had Grand Theft Auto. Actually, in all fairness, Grand Theft Auto is probably one of the only different ones. So I had Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 2, and Grand Theft Auto London when I was a kid on the PlayStation 1. Grand Theft Auto 1 did have the manual because I also had the map as well. But when I had Grand Theft Auto 2 was a pre-owned game. Didn't have the manual, didn't have the game map. When I got London, London was uh, I think it was like very close. It looked brand new, but maybe it had been played once. So it did have the manual and did have the map. But what I'm trying to say is that 9 out of 10, like Battle Arena Toshinden didn't have a manual. Battle Arena Toshinden, I had that as a kid. It was just the disc. I had just the disc. No dual case, no manual, just the disc. So when people say you should read the manual, I think it's one of the worst arguments possible. Luckily, I'm so glad that nowadays in video games, manuals are a thing of the past. They do not exist anymore. I'm so happy that they don't exist. And games have to provide what is basically a tutorial. Because again, this game is perfect. A perfect example of why you need to have a tutorial. Why you need to have a tutorial in the game. Why you need to say, this is how the game works. This is what you do. Because I think the whole entire manual argument, it's just lazy. It's just lazy game design because they couldn't be bothered to put in how to play the game. There's so many games. Super Mario 64 doesn't need a manual. Doesn't need a manual. I'd even go to so far Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon. They don't need manuals. I was able to finish those games when I was younger, simply because they didn't need a manual. You were able to pick up and start playing them, and you got a hang of the controls straight away. No trial and error bullshit. Fell down a hole. Okay, maybe you lost a little bit of progress, but you didn't lose much. And yeah, okay, might be a little bit frustrating here and there, but you learnt the game through playing. This game is just out there. It's very out there. You start the game up. It's kind of like Kingsfield, because I think Kingsfield's exactly the same. Very cryptic. It doesn't give you a very good explanation, and that's why I'm not a massive fan. I'm not a fan of games or game series that don't give you much exploration. Not exploration. I say exploration. Explanation, not explanation. Why is that coming out of my mouth? Don't give it much explanation on how to play the game. It's like, look at From Software. From Software, where it's gotten to a point now where they know. They know. Like, look at, I always use Dark Souls as a perfect example. Dark Souls, I love the Souls games. I really do. Don't need to read a manual to play them because you can figure it out. With Dark Souls, the whole entire point is to experiment and try things and figure it out yourself. But it encourages it. It encourages it. When you look back at some of the old From Software games, didn't encourage it. I don't think Kingsfield really encouraged it. If you went out of your way to explore something in Kingsfield, isn't there like I remember playing a Kingsfield game, or at least seeing like footage of a Kingsfield game or of some kind, or some kind of game where there's like a plant where you start right at the beginning. There's like a plant to your right, and if you go and pick that plant is actually poisonous and it kills you. What kind of stupid thing is that? That's not how you start your game. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know I've gone off on a little bit of a rant, but yeah, for me, this game, I don't like the tanky, weird controls. They don't really feel great. I don't really feel like they really help you or explain much to you. You're just there. Why am I in this castle? I'm gonna get to get power. Okay, fine. But yeah, it's just strange. So I understand, when you said that I might not enjoy this game or have struggle with it, BioPhoenix. I can see what you mean now. Well, hopefully, like with Deception 2, 3, Trapped, maybe I'll look at the Nightmare Princess. Hopefully, I'll have a little bit more of an easier time with it, or maybe I'll enjoy them more. But we'll have to see. Either way, I do apologize if this video is a little bit more ranty than usual. Sometimes that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.